healing up is always number one. For me, I'm trying to get more whole eggs. I'll probably try to get a little bit more fattier red meat for me. Like somebody says, I work out for 6 months. He works out for a period of time, and then he leaves the gym for like a month, and he loses it, and all goes back to zero. Weightlifting and exercise will, if done correctly in the nutrition, will keep moving you forward and getting better. Again, healing up is always number one. For me, I'm reversing out of the extreme dieting that I did. So it is right now a slow process of adding food back in, making sure it's the right food, and testing my body to see which foods are working with me and what are working against me. Because the ultimate goal for me is to make sure that all foods are working with me. With your diet, what are you going to do now, and where are you setting up for the new year?
Probably going to do a lot more leafy greens, a lot more foliage than I was before. I took in a good amount, but probably not enough to heal up from the consistent trauma that we were doing with the training. So probably going to be a lot more vegetables. Not going to increase my carb intake too much. I know that kind of sounds counterintuitive, but when I'm talking about carbs, I mean, rice and things like that. I'm not going to increase those. The increase is going to come from the vegetables. I'm going to do an increase in protein as well, and it's going to be lean proteins. I'm not going to have as many ribeyes. I'll probably eat a lot more venison, a lot more exotic lean meats versus the fattier meats. So again, there's anything that's going to be more conducive to healing up versus let me just try to get the calories in, because that's not going to help me.
For me, I will probably go slightly the opposite, slowly. I won't jump into it, but I'll try to get more whole eggs. I'll probably try to get a little bit more fattier red meat for me. And again, he's healing up, which is different to me than getting my body to utilize some of the foods that I've been away from. And if that's confusing, let me try to explain this. Your body adapts to whatever you're doing, right? For any of us. And so if you are staying away from breads, you're staying away from red meats, you're staying away from vegetables even. Vegetables are a huge one for me. When I don't do a lot of vegetables off season, and vegetables bloat me. And they just bloat anybody. Mostly if you're taking an extreme amount like I do. And so getting back to those things where the body kind of utilizes it better, even the vegetables for me, to where it doesn't bloat me as much, is where my body utilizes it more. And so like whole eggs, the fattier red meats, I need to get back to that and teach my body. So I'm even at more of a beginner stage, I guess you would say, because of the extreme diet, the rebound of the extreme diet. I have to be really careful and go slowly into reintroducing some of the other foods back into the diet.
Mm-hmm.
You like vegetables?
Oh yeah.
I hate them. I always blend my vegetables and drink them. But when you're dieting, like we have, really hard, then it's better to eat them. For me, because then it fills me up. Mm-hmm. Makes me a little content.
Yeah, you got to find the 3 or 4 that you really like and rotate
them. If you guys got any questions, this would be a great time to feel free to ask us. We went pretty quick on this workout. The sleep was good last. I don't know if it was good or just went too fast.
It went too fast. Not where it should have been, but hey, I'll take it.
But we trained here at the house the last couple days, and don't laugh at us, guys, because I know you're going to laugh at us. It's cold for us here. I know it's 55 degrees, and that's cold for us. I can't imagine you guys that are overseas or in the New York area, how cold it is there.
Yeah, but they might be training inside.
Yes.
They might have little heat.
A lot of our training takes place outside, and it is cold. Anytime you can see your breath and you're trying to work out, that's really, really cold. Somebody says, I work out for 6 months. He works out for a period of time, and then he leaves the gym for like a month, and he loses it and all goes back to zero.
I would say that's probably more diet related. If you're working out for 6 months and you make gains, number one, how much of a gain are you making? That's one. Are you only gaining 10 pounds and then going, back to skinny? Because if that's the case, again, that's all diet. But if you gain something like 20 pounds and then you went to zero, what did you change other than going to the gym? Because you had to maintain some kind of caloric surplus to gain something in that 6 month period. Did you stop eating because you're not as hungry as you were when you were training? What was it that changed? There had to be some change made. It's not just, okay, I stopped going to the gym.
Okay, so my take is you train for 6 months and then you're off for a month. We talk about this, and we always talk about consistency. The incredible thing about the gym is if you do a basic amount of work and put something on and you just stay consistent, you'll keep it. The gym is not very kind, meaning, yeah, if you do train for 6 months and then you leave for a month, yes, you lose a lot. Even if you diet down as you're training in the gym and never leave the gym, you still lose strength. So there's it's an incredible place. It is what you put into it. And if you do leave it for a month, you lose it. It's one of those things, I see the memes. You diet for 12 weeks, you cheat for 2 days, and you're fat again. And it really is somewhat true, and it's a harsh reality, but it is just the consistency of doing it every day the best you can. I would say this, though. The cool thing is when you get back in the gym, that memory muscle will get you that 6 months much quicker than the 6 months before. So that's a great thing. So you guys can get back in there and do it. But like Doc says, if you are going to take time off, make sure to keep the calories. And I've always said that I can change somebody that eats right, that doesn't train, compared to somebody that trains like a madman but doesn't eat right. I can't help that person, where I can help the person that eats right.
Yep.
And this person also said just now that, yes, his diet reduced. And so it goes right back to what Doc said, is that his belief was that most likely the diet changed because you weren't training, and that's why you lost the majority. I don't know if you guys know this, but weightlifting and exercise will, if done correctly in the nutrition, will keep moving you forward and getting better. And why I say that is because of the fact if you don't go to the gym but continue to eat right, it will help you maintain. So think of the gym as enhancing you and getting better, where if you can't get to the gym, at least you can maintain it if you're really good about your nutrition.